Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Just definitely wanted to spend a little bit of time and shoot a video today. Gave myself enough time so I wasn't so rushed. I did shoot a video on Monday, by the way guys. This is Sunday, just a few days after Thanksgiving here. And I shot a video Monday. I just ran through it so fast, and I was just really pressed for time, especially with my work schedule and all the chaos that was going on. And I kind of looked back at that video and I was like, I'm not uploading that video. It just looks so rushed, and just, looks like I basically just hit record, just showed a bunch of shit and was like, let me get off the camera because I got to get shit done. I just didn't. I don't really kind of like that kind of vibe, guys. I like to hang out with you guys and shoot the shit and all that. So I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, he just turns on the camera and just shows off all of his shit that he bought and then he gets off and then that's it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Guys, I really hope everybody had a really good Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody all you guys got to spend time with your loved ones, especially with the way this year's been. Needless to say, guys, especially with the pandemic and everything, I hope you guys got to see your loved ones, got to spend time with them and, catch up and everything like that. 2020 is definitely, I think, probably safe to say it's definitely put a strain on everybody in some way or another, whether it's just inconveniences here or there, health, sickness, whatever. But I hope you guys got to spend time with your families and all that, and see your family and friends. But kind of glad Thanksgiving's over though. Jesus Christ, due to the work schedule and everything like that, my family, we always kind of make sure we do Thanksgiving, like usually like on a Friday night, like the next night, or the following Saturday of Thanksgiving, just so the whole family can get together and eat and everything. So we had ours last night, and I ate so much last night, I was fucking hurting, and I still wasn't done eating. I just kept eating. I was like, okay, I'm done. Felt like I was gonna just have to like lay down and die somewhere, which I'm sure everybody at some point during the holiday felt that way. Alright guys, so the video I shot Monday, which was November 23rd, the one that I rushed through, I finally got my Screen Factory Shocktober sale order in. Guys, especially with you guys familiar with the channel, who talk to me on Facebook, Messenger, text, whatever, you guys know that I placed that order like October 11th. And, Screen Factory's whole motto was, catch up on the titles that you may have missed this year or previous years, and usually, have these titles on hand to celebrate Halloween. And there's a lot of people, man, who didn't get their orders. Fortunately, I got mine. There's still, from what I'm reading, there's a lot of people who still hasn't got theirs yet, which is just insane. Screen Factory definitely needs to step up on their customer service. They need to do something about getting people in their warehouse and fulfilling orders, getting the shit out. But at me plus everybody else that I talked to who placed an order, some cats even went there and spent a few $100, catching up on some stuff, but they were just sending us emails like after we would say like, hey, where's my order at, like, what's going on. Of course, the first email would blame COVID-19 and whatever else, the restrictions in their warehouse, and it's safe to say we're all patient with stuff like that. But then they sent another email saying that they have hired more staff in the warehouse, that they're paying them overtime, just to fulfill orders and get them out quickly and all that. But there was really nothing quickly about it. But thankfully, though, I have nothing to really complain about. I ordered 6 collector's editions. They came in. Everything's good condition. All 6 of them had slipcovers. So that's a big bonus for me not to have to chase those down now, because that's a bitch. Buying those things and then I'm showing up in the mailbox and they not have a slipcover on it. The first thing I'm thinking is, okay, well now I gotta hop on eBay really quick and so I can try to land a slipcover at the cheapest price I can get it for, and without having to pay an arm and a leg. But anyway, guys, I'll jump into that. So this is what I showed Monday in my video. Here's the 6 collector's editions I got. Tell you what, I'll hold these 2 off to the side because I gotta give a big shout out to my boy. Alright, so guys, here we go. I ordered, I held off on this one for so long. I just watched this the other night. I just kind of kicked myself immediately after reviewing it for the first time that I held off on this. I had a lot of fun with this, but guys, that is Road Games. That is directed by Richard Franklin, who also did Psycho 2. Man, Scream Factory packed this thing with features too, guys. I don't know if you can see that really well with the glare and all that stuff, but as you could tell, I mean, there's a lot of new stuff on there. Then they they ported over the other stuff from the previous release. Great film. I had a lot of fun with this. A lot of suspense. Stacy Keach in here. God, I mean, he plays one hell of a role. I was kind of like, of course, with the name Jamie Lee Curtis, I kind of thought like, well, she'll play like a really huge, big part in this, and I mean, she kind of does. Definitely a supporting character, that's for sure. But man, Stacy Keach and his dingo definitely stole the show in this movie, that's for sure. Great film. But guys, if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend that. But yeah, thankfully I got that one. Came with a slipcover. Got that one for $18 during the sale. Next one up. Watch this one as well. Love the hell out of these Hammer horror films. I know a lot of people was not really caring about the whole thing. Well, geez, man, like Scream Factory sure is doing a few collector's editions of the Hammer horrors, and I'd rather see them do something else. That's the gist of what I'm getting for the most part. But there's a lot of us though who love the fact that Scream Factory is giving these Hammer horror titles the treatment and the love they deserve. And guys, this one, it's a great one. It's Curse of the Werewolf. Watched this one twice. Love the hell out of it too. This is they did a new 4K scan from the original camera negative. Of course, you can't get no better source than that. I was trying to see, it didn't say it on the back of Road Games, but yeah, so that one came in. And this ain't too old. I believe this released this year, 2020. So I was very glad to get that in. Glad it came with a slip and all that good stuff. And I think, yeah, this was the first film out of the 6 that I popped in the player to watch, because I was just so excited to watch it. It's Curse of the Werewolf, guys. I highly recommend that. If you like the old Hammer horror movies, this is definitely a good one. 1961. Next up, guys. I'll watch this one as well. Love the hell out of this, man. God, Peter Cushing does such a damn good job in this movie. That is Evil of Frankenstein. Put this off to the side. It's okay. Sorry. Guess I got Evil of Frankenstein right here. Glad it came with a slipcover, guys. This thing looks amazing. Sounds great. Got some good features on there. I'll flip that over on the back just so you guys can maybe pause that. See if there's anything on there you might want to check out before I run too much further, guys, because I didn't do this with Curse of the Werewolf, but there that one is. Just in case you want to read over those features right there. I'll try to hold it still so you guys can pause it and read it. Yeah, had a lot of fun with this one too. Great Hammer horror film. Got this one as well. Watched this one as well. I'm telling you, I blew through the Hammer horror films like it wasn't nothing. I was just eating them up that night. I was loving them. And got Kiss of the Vampire as well. I watched this one. I was digging the hell out of it. Definitely, they definitely got some suspense in here, some mystery to it. Even though it's not really mystery to the viewer, it's mystery to the character. I love the hell out of this though. It was really good. 4K scan of the inner positive, so at least they had something to work with there. Guys, I'll hold that one up. That is Kiss of the Vampire, just in case you want to see the features on there. Hopefully that camera's picking up good for you guys. And, of course, The Evil of Frankenstein, which another great one. I'm loving these Hammer horror films, guys. I don't know what it is about it. I just kind of caught on to them a few years ago. And always been a big Universal Monster fan. But, of course, I mean, to me, if you ask me personally, the Hammer horror films is kind of like... It's kind of like the British answer to America's Universal horror. And man, they did a great job. Ones that I keep always see in return, because I have a lot of DVDs and other Blu-ray box sets of the Hammer horror films. Usually, like the two that I see, the two repeating actors that I keep seeing a lot of is Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee, and you fucking can't go wrong with either one of those guys. They're great. So yeah, guys. But while I'm holding those two up, like I said, just got those in on for the Shocktober sale. Just got them in November 23rd. My good buddy Alan Crum. Alan, if you're watching, thank you so much, brother. You know I love the hell out of you. But Alan was good enough a while back whenever he pre-ordered his from Scream Factory. He didn't want the posters, so he sent them my way. And Alan, thank you so much for these, man. You sent these to a great home, brother. Love the hell out of both of these movies. Of course, if I had to take my pick, Evil of Frankenstein I do like a little bit better than Kiss of the Vampire. But that's not to take away anything from Kiss of the Vampire. That fucking movie is great. But yeah, Alan, thank you so much for sending those my way, man. They were already gone by the time I got on the Screen Factory Shocktober sale, and I didn't even worry about it because I was like, hey, my good buddy Alan already sent me them posters. I'm good to go. So Alan, I love you, brother. You mean a lot to me. I hope you had a good vacation and everything. I was just hitting you up a little bit earlier. Oh, Alan got some great stuff into. He was sending me some pics a while ago. Get into that in a minute. Alright, guys, next up, here's another Hammer film. I just haven't watched this one yet. I didn't get around to this one. This is one out of the, well, actually, there's two of them I haven't watched so far of this stack. This just happens to be the only Hammer one that I got that I didn't watch in this sale. And that is the Hammer Horror Dracula. Two different versions of this film they have on here. Disc 1 has the director preferred desaturated color timing, which I hear is a big thing amongst fans. And Disc 2 is the original theatrical color timing of the film. So Screen Factory put in a lot of love for that just to make sure they had both presentations right there as an option to the fans who bought this disc. And guys, it is a 2-disc set. I was very fortunate to get a slipcover with this. I was watching some unboxing videos on YouTube for the people who were actually putting the Shocktober 2020 sale up. And I did see a few, however, of guys getting this movie in and didn't have the slipcover with it. So I'm assuming this title, it's been out for a while, so I'm assuming they probably went through the slipcovers and then they were gone and they just started sending out the disc without the slipcover. So guys, be careful if you go to buy this movie off of Screen Factory's website. It probably won't come with a slipcover, almost guaranteed, since I saw there was a few people who ordered this just like I did and didn't get a slipcover with it. So guys, just be aware of that. But yeah, look forward to getting into this. I can't believe I was kind of looking down at my stack and I was like, damn, I didn't even get to that one. But holidays, guys, just everything's been going crazy. Last one up, I went ahead and got this, guys. By the way, these 5 right here, I bought 6, but I bought these 5 right here were all $17.99 a piece there in that sale. Usually these things, especially for Screen Factory collector's editions, everybody knows those things usually run between 25 to, what is it, $28.92, something like that. So you're looking anywhere between 25 to 29 bucks. After they've been out for a little bit, they take them down from like 28.42, something like that, down to 25 bucks or something like that. But to get those for $18 a piece, it was I was glad to get them, fill in those gaps, the ones I'm missing, and save a few bucks in the process. They had already sold out of idle hands in the sale by the time I'd got to it to make my order. I literally had it in my cart and then it just disappeared, and I went to go back out and be like, okay, like, why the hell did they take that out of my cart? Let me go put it back in there. That's a collector's edition I need. It was fucking gone. So I did miss out on that one, however, but I'll get it though. Next one up, this was the most expensive one out of all 6 of them. This wasn't 18 bucks, this was 20 bucks. And I believe this one came out in around March, April of this year. And I'm so glad they snagged the rights to this one. Me and Donato was talking about this film a few days ago. That is John Carpenter's Escape from L.A. Donato was even telling me that he prefers this one over Escape from New York, which I don't hear that a whole lot. So it's been a long time since I've seen this movie right here. Big fan of Escape from New York. Of course, I have the collector's edition, the Steelbook, and well, yeah, Screen Factory lost the rights to that one, so they probably won't be doing a 4K UHD release of that, not unless they secure the license again. But I do know overseas, though, they got a 4K UHD release of this. Escape from New York, I'm sorry, not this one. But yeah, glad I got this one. This is a new 4K scan from the original camera negative. Like I said, can't get any better source material than that, especially when you're doing a new scan for something. So that's cool as hell. Came with slip and all that good jazz. So I know the John Carpenter fans loved it when Screen Factory announced this one that was coming out. I think it was like March or April this year, and they usually announce their releases a couple months early just so they can get those pre-orders going and everything. Guys, I have this one sitting off to the side. I believe I already showed this. I bought this one off of eBay before I made my order in October for the Shocktober sale and got that one in. That's April Fool's Day, but I'm almost 100% sure I've already showed that one. So I'll set that off to the side. What are we going to go over with next? Okay, so that was my Screen Factory order stuff that I got in. Please don't tell me I forgot anything up there, did I? I didn't put anything up there that I ordered from eBay, did I? Jesus Christ, Johnny, get your shit together. I think we're good. Guys, just so happens that Monday when I got my Shocktober sale in, I also got my horror pack Blu-ray mystery box in, of course from Horror Pack. So if you guys haven't got it yet, I don't want to spoil it for you. So if you haven't got it, you want it to remain a mystery till it gets to you. I have no problem. You can fast forward this, turn off the video, do what you got to do. But the 4 Blu-rays that they sent was Flatliners, so I got that one. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Love the hell out of the original, that one's for sure. But I just haven't watched this one yet, so it was really cool to get in there. And that's Blu-ray and digital. Here's one right here that just has cheese written all over it. Looks like it's gonna probably take a few drinks to get through it. But man, I love bad movies too. So it is what it is. But it's called Dead Ant. It's got Tom Arnold and of course Jake Busey in there, which Jake Busey, that's Gary Busey's son, and we all know those guys can be a trip, that's for sure. So I look forward to checking that out. Like I said, that's gonna be one of those movies where hopefully I can have a few buddies over, maybe hop on Discord with the boys or something. Maybe we can all watch that together. If the rest of them can get it on Tubi or whatever. And yeah, looking forward to that. It's just probably gonna take a few. Just tell. It's probably gonna take a few drinks to get through that. But Dead Ant, and what it said something. Spinal Tap meets Tremors. Gold, man, gold. I already have this movie, but it was really cool. They sent this was another movie they just sent to me in that horror pack. I already have it. I've had it forever. This is cool that they actually sent me the movie with a lenticular slip on it, and that's The Conjuring. And guys, I'm trying to do that some justice. Just got the ghost hands there with the match lit. You kind of flick it over. He does the clap. The match goes out. Everybody knows that scene when she's going down in the cellar. I dropped it. There we go. Anyway, guys, that's really cool. So, but like I said, this right here. I mean, I already have that right there sitting on the shelf over there, but I actually have the slipcover now. That's cool. Love the hell out of it. And number for the horror pack limited edition Blu-ray for the month of November was number 53, and that was Bloodline. I just cracked it open to make sure the disc was okay in it and all that good stuff. I don't know anything about this movie. Usually, especially with the limited edition, the numbered limited edition horror pack Blu-rays they send me, I really don't know jack shit about most of the time. Some of them here and there I do know about. But, so yeah, Bloodline. I gotta really get around and start watching some of these horror pack limited editions. But that is, guys, if you can see it, that is number 53 right there. Thankfully, I do have all 53 of the limited editions, starting from number 1, which was Badass Monster Killer, all the way up to the recently released number 53, which is Bloodline. October's, well, I got it sitting right here. This was October's Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray, which I'm so glad they sent me. I do have the DVD of this that I ordered from Scream Team Releasing. This was number 52, so like I said, this was for October. Love the hell out of this movie. I had the DVD sitting on my shelf for some reason, never got around to watching it. Got this one in the mailbox in October from Horror Pack, popped this in, fell in love immediately. Guys, if you have not seen this movie, I will tell you this. It's probably it's the perfect example of a film with barely any budget being executed perfectly. The story, just the special effects, anything with just a little bit of budget, this was pulled off, and it's very good. Just goes to show you, even though if you don't have millions of dollars to make a film, it could be pulled off great. I think, what was that? Number 51, I think this was September's. It's called Betsy. Guys, I don't know if that's going to pick up on there because it's kind of almost like a solid black case with a face on it right there on that side. It's called Betsy, though. Now, that was number 51, so don't let me detour right there. I just have them sitting on the table because I haven't worked them into the shelf yet, but I'll get there. Smooth that out the way. I ordered this one off of eBay just because unfortunately, Walmart had the DVD of this, but I needed the Blu-ray release of this because it actually includes the last drive-in full episode Joe Bob Briggs done for this one. And it's a special feature that's only included on the Blu-ray and not the DVD. And my Walmart didn't have a Blu-ray copy of it, so I had to order this one off of eBay. Glad I went ahead and got it because I needed it. But guys, that is Scare Package. He did show this on season 2 of The Last Drive-In. And yeah, I was very glad to get this one. Anything with Joe Bob Briggs, of course, I'm going to add to the collection. think he made an appearance in the movie Sleeper, which you can pick up from Scream Team Releasing, which I still haven't got yet for some reason. I saw Donato show his in his video from the package he got from Toddy Walnuts. So got to get around to that. And there's also a Joe Bob Briggs signed limited edition movie that they're selling on there. I think it's like $35-40 over at Scream Team Releasing. So definitely need to look into that too. Just so much shit to get. Let's go through this, guys. We still got time. We still got time. Don't rush. Don't rush. Like I was telling you, Alan's always been really cool and everything. Met Alan, of course, through YouTube when I first started my channel. Him, Donato, and Cody, and Anthony. Those are my boys right there. Alan had sent me them 2 posters. I had a few things I definitely wanted to get in a box to get to Alan. With the work schedule and the craziness of life, the whole family thing, it kind of sat here for a little bit, but I was able to squeeze in another title in there from Kino Lorber that I knew he would love. So he finally just got his box in. I'm so glad he got that thing. I even messaged him while I was on vacation. I was like, hey, did you get your box by any chance before you left on vacation? He was like, of course it did. I sent you a few messages. It's on Messenger. Just scroll back and look. And I just happened to look, and I was like, damn, it was sitting right there the whole time. I didn't even realize it. It's probably one of those, as they're working, like coming home, being tired as hell, like scrolling through there and just fucking waking up and being like, okay, yeah. So I probably just kind of skimmed through that and missed it. Alan, I'm so glad you got your box, bud. I sent Alan, Ross, my buddy from Chicago, had sent me a DVD copy of Volumes of Blood Horror Stories. And I already had it on Blu-ray from Horror Pack. This was number 18 from Horror Pack. They'd sent this years ago. I say years ago, it was like a couple years ago. So I already had this on Blu-ray, and I was very happy with this copy. So I took that DVD, and I was like, you know what, let me pass it on to somebody. And because that's what we do. That's what we do. We pass things on, let everybody enjoy and celebrate films. So Alan, I hope you give that a try, man. I have watched that one. That one is awesome. I will go ahead and tell you, too, this one right here is Volumes of Blood Horror Stories, the one that I sent to you. That is actually the second one. They did release the first film, and it was just called Volumes of Blood. This was a little hard for me to get a few years ago. They had released this, and I can't remember who I got in contact with, but it was like a producer of this. I just can't remember right offhand who it was, but I had to contact him through Facebook just to send him money through PayPal to get a copy of this. So, Alan, if you watch that and you dig it, you definitely want to get the first one in your collection, man. This one might be a little hard to come by, but, you know, hopefully find one cheap enough on eBay. Unfortunately, at that time, I just couldn't find it on eBay for a cheap price or anything. And I was going to be okay just even getting a DVD copy, and I couldn't find one. But, man, if you're interested in that, man, just try to look on eBay. And if not, man, I'll get on Facebook, and I'll try to look back to see who I bought this from. And maybe we can contact him again and try to get you a copy. I sent Alan a copy of Day of Anger. I had the single disc release sitting up there on the shelf. I bought this one off of eBay just because, this being the OCD collector I am, I actually found the 3-disc set on eBay, which the only thing that's different about it is they just put 2 DVDs in this one because of all the features they put together for this, and it had the booklet. So when I haven't found this for a good price, I bought it. So I was like, you know what, the other copy's just sitting on the shelf collecting dust. Alan loves the hell out of Westerns, and I know he loves Lee Van Cleef. So I was like, this will be a perfect film to send to him, so I sent it to him. Alan, I hope you're enjoying that one. Plus, I sent him a Kino Lorber title that was also a Western, and can't wait for him to watch that. I also have a copy of that as well. Watched it myself, loved it. So, Alan, I hope you get into that. Give it a spin soon. My good buddy Cody on here a few months ago. Man, he just knocked it out of the park. I still hold this thing, and I still can't believe I got it in my hands because I missed out on it. And this thing goes for stupid money on eBay, and I was never going to pay that for it. And but I love the hell out of this film. This is, in fact, my favorite Argento film, and that is Phenomena. Cody actually sent me a brand new sealed Phenomena limited edition release from Arrow Video. And I had just bought the single disc edition from Arrow Video that they just put out with their new transfer that's in this box, the 4K transfer. and it was just sitting on the shelf, and I was like, you know what? Alan doesn't have this in his collection, so I'm sending it to him. So, Alan, man, I hope you're digging the hell out of that box, brother. You know I love you, and Cody, man, thank you so much, man. I mean, I'll never be able to express in words, man, or return the favor of you sending me that, man. But, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, I was showing you that 1031 that I got from Horror Pack in October, the Horror Pack limited edition of The Barn that they had done. This is the DVD that I had from Scream Team Release. And actually, I bought both of these from Scream Team Releasing a few years ago. They were doing like the sale. I knew nothing of that company. I just kept seeing a bunch of YouTubers and a few other people that I watched grab these titles, and I was like, you know what, like they're having a sale. I think it was like 2 DVDs for $15-20 or 2 Blu-rays for $30, and I was like, just let me get 2 DVDs. I want to check out these titles because I kept seeing everybody unbox these bitches. So as soon as I got them, I watched this one, loved the hell out of it. Actually, I need to upgrade and get a Blu-ray of that. I saw 2 different slipcovers now just for this movie for the Blu-ray one. I love the hell out of this anthology film, and sadly, I put this on the shelf, and I think I just kind of forgot I had it. Kind of put it towards the end over there somewhere. But that is The Barn. I do know from, not to get too hung up on here, but the one that Horror Pack sent me, this one right here and this one right here, there is different runtimes. There's a 10 different minute runtime. This one's 90 minutes, and this one's 80 minutes. So, not sure what that's all about. I'll probably have to do a little bit more homework. But yeah, I did watch this one. I loved the hell out of it. So I definitely got to sit here on the table because I want to pop that back in, and I want to see what 10 minutes that, if there is in fact a different runtime, I definitely want to see. I guess this is considered the unrated cut, which is why it's 90 minutes. And I believe this one's only 80 minutes. I'm hoping I'm not lying to you guys here. It says 80 minutes right there, so I'm assuming that's the difference. This is the unrated cut, and this one's not the unrated cut. So, can't wait to pop that one in and give it a try. I could have swore I ordered this one as well from Scream Team Releasing at some point. It's not a Scream Team Releasing title. It says it's a Wild Eye Releasing, but I did watch this one. I love the hell out of it, too. I just put these on the table because I definitely am going to revisit those. Alright, guys, where are we at? 27 minutes. So, guys, Friday, what was that, the 27th, I believe? Make sure I'm not telling nobody a lie. Come on back out. Yeah, guys, so basically, I mean, it was Thursday the 26th at midnight. The Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale went live, and I will tell you right now that I went in there and I placed the biggest order I've ever placed from Vinegar Syndrome. I spent way too much money. I'm sure we all did. Man, they just have so much great shit. Guys, if you're familiar with my channel, the very first video I ever did for this channel, actually I did 2 or 3 videos in one day. I just got my halfway to Black Friday sale in from Vinegar Syndrome this year. That was my first video on YouTube. Then I got a package in from Frank Fulci when he sent me The Woman and Elvira with a slipcover from Arrow Video. So I remember doing those 2 videos that day. And that halfway to Black Friday sale, guys, I spent a lot of money on that sale too. I think it was right around $330, $340, something like that. I definitely definitely outdid that order for the halfway to Black Friday sale with this Black Friday sale. But guys, I got a bunch of cool shit. Right before the sale went live, they let everybody know that they did find, I think it was like either 200 copies or 250 copies of Rad without the slipcover. So they did find those, and those went within literally 2 to 3 minutes when that site went live. Everybody jumped in there and grabbed them. When I went on there, that was just one of the things like I went to go look at just to see how it was doing, and that bitch did. It went so quick. I don't really care for that film personally. That's just my opinion. I don't really care for it, and I was like, I can live without that title. And I think they wanted $35 for it. So I was like, I'm not worried about it. But I did just sit there for the fun of it and watch that shit go. Literally, I would go to back out, add to cart, back out again, and just the fucking number. I mean, it went from like 200 to like 72 within just maybe 20 seconds. That's how fast that shit was going. So I know everybody snagged those up, and now it was gone. Another one that was running very low on quantity, and this has been out for a little bit. I ordered mine during the halfway to Black Friday sale. I believe this came out 2019, probably around October. I could be wrong on that. Was the Amityville The Curse Collection. That shit went so fast. I think they just had maybe 100 copies or a little over 100. And that bitch right there, it went so fast. But fortunately, I had this one sitting here. I can tell you right now, I've had it for a while, and as you can tell from the inside there, I haven't even opened. Of course, they don't send it to you sealed where you can't take the top off. But all 4 movies in there still have the cellophane on it. I haven't even opened it and watched these things. That's pretty fucking sad. I'll get around to it though. The only reason why the only reason why I bought that is my wife is a big Amityville fan. She's a big fan of the trilogy set. Of course, she's a big fan of the very first Amityville film. That's what started all this shit. And she's always loved that story. And we got the box set from Scream Factory. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, Vinegar Syndrome released like another a box set for the Amityville set. And it's got 4 movies in it. We definitely don't have these movies. And she was like, fucking buy it. During the halfway to Black Friday sale, it was $40. The normal retail price for this is 60, 65, something like that. And so I got this one for 40. So, and just ever since I bought it from the halfway to Black Friday sale, it's just been sitting on the shelf over there, and I haven't even got around to it. Pretty fucking sad. But at least it's there, and I'll get around to it. I don't buy my shit just to hold on to it, then just to turn around on eBay and, well, I bought this for $40 and now it's out of print, so now I want $3,000 for it. I don't do shit like that. But if you guys out there do, at least I guess you definitely have a business to do with right there, because I see them on eBay all the time, and there's people out there who buy them. All right, guys. So everybody knows that during the sale, the halfway to Black Friday sale, and of course the Black Friday sale here for the last couple of years, Scream Factory, Vinegar Syndrome has been making new slipcovers. They've been pressing new slipcovers for older releases that didn't have slipcovers when they came out. This year, thankfully, out of the 4 slipcovers that they had coming out, I already own 3 of the 4 films, so I didn't have to buy the films. You could actually go on the site and buy the slipcover by itself for $8, or you could buy the film with the slipcover, the new slipcover they made, for $20. So thankfully, I got to buy just 3 slipcovers and save a little bit of money. But guys, one of those films was Don't Go in the Woods Alone. I know that is a Toddy Walnut's favorite right there. I've watched so many videos with Toddy Walnuts, and usually when he's showing his Vinegar Syndrome collection, going through it, I've seen every video that cat's ever made, and every time he gets to this one right here, he's like, yeah, a lot of people don't like this movie. They think it's shit, but I love it. And I got this for a really good deal when I bought it. I remember that. But, guys, the new slipcover to that looks fucking great. But that is Don't Go in the Woods. And then they just tagged it along. So, anyway. Blu-ray DVD set. The next one up is Witch Trap. They made a slipcover for that one. And that slipcover is fucking banging. It looks great. So, yeah, already had this film. I watched this movie. I love the hell out of this movie. Linnea Quigley, and it's a Kevin Tenney film, which they already worked together before on Night of the Demons, which I think is still one of my favorite movies of all time. So, of course, when I found out that there was a Kevin Tenney film that had Linnea Quigley in it, and they worked together, and Vinegar Syndrome put it out, I bought this bitch, and I love this film. So, that is another one of the new slipcovers I have coming. And here's another Linnea Quigley film. That girl got around during the 80s. But anyway, guys, it's Nightmare Sisters, and I will tell you, I saw the front and the back of that slipcover for this one, and I do think, yeah, I think this would be my favorite slipcover out of the 4 that they're coming out with. I love the hell out of it, and I love the hell out of this movie. This movie is just one of those films that's, you can sit around with your buddies, have a few beers, and everybody will have fun. You'll find something you like about it. Yeah, it's got some badness to it that you can just laugh at, really enjoy. But yeah, guys. So Nightmare Sisters. And the 4th film that they made a slipcover for, I do not have, but I went ahead and bought the slipcover with the Blu-ray, and that is Malibu High, I think. And I've heard Aaron Penn talk about that movie numerous times. I stayed away from that movie because when I looked at it, it looks like one of those like summer comedy kind of movies from the 80s. And I've heard Aaron Penn now numerous times being like, look, that cover is misleading on the front of that Vinegar Syndrome release. Like, that movie's actually pretty fucking serious, and it's a really good film. Don't take it as just like, your spring break kind of teen comedy from the 80s. So I went ahead and bought that with the slipcover and the Blu-ray, so that way I got all 4 of the new slips, and I got all 4 films, of course. Guys, one thing, I went through there when the site went live. I placed this huge fucking order And I told myself, because I had a little guide to go by. Took some notes down on the side of what I had to go for. And I got so excited and I put so much shit in there, spent so much money. But one of my biggest things was during the halfway to Black Friday sale, they had made a new slipcover for a previous release. And I was like, okay, well, I'll get in there and I'll get that sooner or later. By the time I got in there for the halfway to Black Friday sale earlier this year, they didn't have the movie left. They sold out of the movie, but they still had the new slipcover available for like $8. So I went ahead and bought the slipcover and not the movie. And here comes Black Friday. What did my ass forget to do? I forgot to fucking buy the movie again by itself. And I even looked at it, and I think it was like $12.49, $12.99. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get back on there and fucking order this movie. But that is Punk Vacation. Like I said, guys, I got the slip right there in this little baggie, little protector baggie. I just don't have the film, so I got to go back in there and make another fucking order. Is what it is, though. Guys, there was a lot of stuff that sold out during the Vinegar Syndrome sale, too. Like I said, that Amityville Curse collection, they found those 200 copies of Rad. That shit went really quick. I'll move on now to the VSA titles, which is the Vinegar Syndrome Archive titles, which means it comes in a box, pull from the bottom box, comes with a double-sided poster. That's not one of those things that whenever it sells out, it's just the slipcover of the box that sells out. They only literally print 4,000 copies of that VSA title, and once they're gone, they're gone. Fortunately, I got Vice Academy during the halfway to Black Friday sale because they found like 100 copies of it or something like that. Undashed editions is what they were calling them, because they didn't actually have the limit number actually wrote on top. It was just extras left over from the pressing plant. So I got that one, which was number 3 in the VSA line. Already had the, what was that? Evil Town was number 1. No, I'm sorry. Savage Harbor was number 1. Evil Town was number 2. Already had those. So I got Vice Academy, and I got Hell Riders over here, which is number 5. So I was missing number 4, which is Savage Dawn. Fortunately, I did get in there, and that was one that I placed in my order. That bitch sold out. Let me think, guys. There was another one, too. I'm trying to think of it. LA Wars was another one that I just now purchased on this Black Friday sale. That shit sold out, too. So, fortunately, I was able to grab those. So, I think now I'll probably have, what is that? I think I got like the first 6 or 7 of them. Something like that. They do have 4 more. They just announced 2 more for this Black Friday sale. And I know those are probably going to, hopefully those will hold out until after the sale, and I can get those a little bit later. But there's 2 more too. I think it was Spellcaster and Necromancer or something like that. I'm just have to order those later. I'll keep an eye on the limit of them. If I see it go below 1,000, I'll jump on there and order those really quick, because I don't want to miss out on those. Like I said, guys, when it comes to those VSA titles, the Vinegar Syndrome Archive titles, it's not just one of those things where, well, if it sells out, it's just the slipcover, the slipcover part selling out. No, it's the whole fucking movie. They press 4,000 of each one, to the best of my knowledge, I believe, because usually every time I look down in the description of the film, it'll tell you, they'll tell you exactly what they have left of it. If it's 1,000 or over, it'll just say they have 1,000 left. If it goes below that, you can start seeing the numbers dip down as people start ordering them. But it will say that 4,000 units they press for each one. So fortunately, I've been able to keep up to date, especially with the ones that's selling out. But I got 4 more I got to order, so I will keep a close look at those. Guys, I will look at my phone right quick just to kind of give you guys a heads up on some of that stuff too, because there's still numbers right now that's kind of, there's a few things on here that the numbers are running a little bit low on, and it's getting close. But guys, I don't want to bore you to death, but I've been watching this site the whole weekend, literally just monitoring every free chance I get. Guys, I did order the lost. I'll tell you the exact order that I got. Which I can't believe I didn't put Punk Vacation in here, because that was on my notes on the side as I was making my order. Just got too excited, put too much shit in the cart, checked out and forgot about it. That's the Lost Films of Herschel Gordon Lewis was one that I ordered. That is the very first Vinegar Syndrome title ever released, because it says VS001. Got that for a really good price. I think it was $12.49. I got a DVD copy of Runaway Nightmare just because the Blu-ray's been sold out for so long. I'm never going to pay fucking 60, 70, $100 for a Blu-ray copy of that movie, because I've never even seen it, don't know nothing about it. Perfect time to buy the DVD off, because they still have the DVD available. Bought it for $9 on the site. The Passing. I bought that one with the slipcover with it, and then I went to go check the numbers on it again. The slipcover sold out. So thankfully, I pulled the trigger on that one. That was another one that sold out that I bought with a slipcover. Now the slipcover is no longer available, but you can still buy the movie. Patty Hearst. That was another. Was Paul? I forgot what that guy's name who made that movie. Anyway, I bought that one with the slipcover. The slipcover for that one sold out. A VSA title, which is number 6. I bought that one. That's Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. I've heard nothing but bad things about that movie, but I got it dear in a sill, and I do know I think they have about 500 or 600 copies of that left. So if anybody's looking to get that, might want to think about it. L.A. Wars, another Vinegar Syndrome archive title, which is number 7. I bought that one, and then it sold out right after I bought it. I think they had like maybe like 200 of them left by the time I bought mine, and then I looked back and everybody was just bleeding that shit. They're two surprise announcement titles. This Black Friday sale when it went live was Don't Panic and Silent Madness. I bought both of those with the slipcover. From my understanding, that Silent Madness is their first 3D film that they're releasing. They're going to include 2 pairs of the the red and blue 3D glasses, but they were also selling the sets of 3D glasses, some extras by themselves. So I went ahead and bought a pack of those. It was only $2.50 just for the glasses by themselves. I went ahead and bought that shit. So like I said, guys, that's Don't Panic and Silent Madness, which I looked at the trailers for both of those, looked at the artwork Vinegar Syndrome showed up front, the screenshots, the synopsis. I loved everything about it. Just sounds, some of them, I think they sound fucking god awful, but that's shit that I love. So I went and got both of those. Here's one that they had made a slipcover for a while back, and I just never picked it up because it wasn't really horror related or anything. I didn't know anything about it, but it was a movie called The Telephone Book, and they actually still have the movie available with the new slipcover that they had made just a while back for it. So I went ahead and bought that one just to be on the safe side. And that's a very early release from Vinegar Syndrome. I think that's like their 7th release ever. So I went ahead and picked that up. Another VSA title I bought, I was telling you about, Savage Dawn. I bought that. It immediately sold out after I bought it. I think there was only like 100 or so left, and that was it. They sold out. I bought the Immortalizer with the slipcover. That's another one that's running very low. I just happened to look at that earlier today, and there was I think there was 30 or 40 copies of that left with a slipcover. So guys, if you're wanting that thing with a slipcover, I'd advise you to go ahead and hop on there and order that shit immediately. Hopefully it's not gone by the time this video is uploaded. The Severed Arm with slipcover, they still have plenty of those left. There was it said available units was 1,000, so of course it's over 1,000. But once it gets below 1,000, that's when it's really time to start keeping an eye on shit, because people on these Facebook groups, there's a Vinegar Syndrome fan group on Facebook that I always take a look at, and they're a great community. But whenever they say, hey, by the way, there's only so many copies of this left, everybody on that fan page sees that shit, and they're like, okay, damn, let me go get mine. And you'll be looking at it right after they make that post, and you can literally just refresh the page and watch the numbers just fucking go down, down, down. I mean, it goes that fast. It's almost like a planned attack of, getting the last available copies. Oh, guys, I lost my place. Okay, guys, so what was I was telling you? So I got the Severed Arm with the slipcover. One that they just released a few months ago, Pandemonium. I got that one with a slipcover. Don't know jack shit about it. I got the 4K release with slipcover dial code Santa Claus, also known as code 3615, which is, I believe it's called Deadly Games. How many fucking titles does that movie have? I had to pick it up though. It looks great. Even saw this really old trailer for it. I was like, how the fuck have I never heard of this movie before? So I went ahead and grabbed one of those with the slip. That was a little expensive title. It was $35. And guys, I'll tell you right now. So one of the biggest titles that they had already said that they had the rights to, one of the big things for me was Fade to Black. I went ahead and ordered both copies with slipcover number 1 and number 2. I didn't get the exclusive, the everything pack or a subscriber or anything like that, where they're going to send me the movie plus both slipcovers. So I had to order 2 copies of the same movie just to get the different slipcovers. I have to have that for my collection. That movie has been requested for so many years for Scream Factory, Arrow Video, Kino. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Everybody wants somebody to pick that up. I still can't believe Vinegar Syndrome landed that fucking movie and is now putting that out. So, guys, I went ahead and bought both of those, both copies of that with the variant slipcovers. So, very happy to have those to the collection. Like I said, guys, I bought that Malibu High limited edition slipcover with the Blu-ray because I don't have the movie yet. I bought the Nightmare Sister slip only because I got the movie right there. Witch Trap as well. I bought the slipcover only for that because I have the movie. These slip onlys are only $8 for the slip. I can pay that because later on when these sell out, they're going to be on eBay for like $100 fucking bucks, and I'm never going to buy those. Damn, guys, I lost my place again. Where was we at? Yeah, I told you guys I bought the Malibu High slipcover with Blu-ray, Nightmare Sisters slip only, Witch Trap slip only, and Don't Go in the Woods, of course, is the final one that they made a slipcover for. Already had the movie, so I just bought the slipcover, and of course to complete that big order, I bought the Beastmaster, which is VSU. This is their first VSU tile, so it's another kind of like VSA. Like how VSA stands for Vinegar Syndrome Archive. It's still a Vinegar Syndrome title. It's just a different line. So the VSU, their first one they're putting up right here, which is VSU number 001. It was for $40, and that's the Beastmaster. That's going to be a 4K Ultra HD release, and I had to have that. It's a Don Coscarelli film, and I believe they pressed 10,000 of those, so I'm pretty sure those are going to be available for a little bit. It might not sell out and go crazy like Rad did for the halfway to Black Friday sale. But once those sell out, though, I guarantee you there's going to be people on eBay who's like listing those things for like $500. There's people right now. Rad just came out, and the halfway to Black Friday sale, those sold out, and those things are literally selling for like $150, $200 on eBay with the slipcover and everything. So, if you guys are interested in any of those titles, jump on there and grab whatever you can. Guys, I will tell you, it's today is Sunday, and I know that sale ends Monday night at midnight, which is today is the 29th, so yeah, Monday, November 30th at midnight, that sale's going to end, and that's it. That'll be all she wrote. So, guys, make sure you jump in there and get whatever you want. I was talking to Nato back and forth. He had ordered both the Forgotten Gialli sets, Volume 1, Volume 2. They just released Volume 2 during the halfway to Black Friday sale. I didn't order the Volume 1 set, but I saw the number was getting really fucking low. I think they only had like 60 or 70 copies left. 60 or 70 available units left. I went ahead and hopped on there and ordered myself one for $35. So I'm glad I got that one coming. And I just happened to be sitting in the living room last night, and another Blu-ray they have that's really out of print, and I'm never going to pay $100 or $150 for it, is a movie called Crypt of the Living Dead, but they do have a DVD of it as a double feature with another movie called House of the Living Dead. So I went ahead and got that for like $10. But guys, I'm going to have to get back on there now because I have to get Punk Vacation for sure. And I'm wanting to get the Cemetery of Terror and Grave Robbers, which I believe both those movies are from the same director, the Cemetery of Terror and Grave Robbers. And I know Cemetery of Terror was just released, I believe, for October. But I think they literally only have like maybe 300 or 400 units left with the slipcover. So I'm going to have to go in there and place another order and spend more fucking money. But yeah, guys, I tell you this, guys, anybody who's unfamiliar with this, with Vinegar Syndrome, whenever the Black Friday sale ends on Monday night at midnight, that whole website will go down for a couple weeks. It takes them, they first ship out all the subscribers. Anybody who's like a yearly subscriber, halfway subscriber kind of thing, half-year subscriber, they send those out first. And plus, like, the everything package, which they offer up for the Black Friday pre-sale, they send those out. And for everybody else, such as myself, who's not a subscriber or anything like that, they usually start sending all that stuff out. And I think they said it was December 7th, which is a Monday. So that's when they're going to start shipping out everybody else's orders. Guys, I will tell you that, like for the halfway to Black Friday sales and the Black Friday sales, it usually does take a little bit of time to finally get here. They have a lot of orders. I can say just by monitoring their website during these sales, I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure this is about their biggest sale that they've had, especially as far as moving quantities. I just there's literally 14 pages to look at on their website. I'll keep looking at all 14 pages just to see those numbers move, screenshot it, go back, compare it. I have a lot of fun doing that. I'm looking to see what's selling really good for them and everything. I think other boutique labels should do the same thing and offer that kind of insight, for their fans to see that. Because, I mean, it's really cool. Like, Vinegar Syndrome goes out of their way to let their fans know, like, hey, there's only so many of these left. Like, you might want to grab one. And you can get on there and literally look where that's sitting at that moment to see if, hey, they only got 30 copies left. Well, I might want to fucking buy one because there's going to be, like, 29 people right behind me who's probably going to buy this bitch in the next 10 minutes. But, so that's really cool. But, yeah, guys, hop on their website. That's vinegarsyndrome.com. If you don't own any titles by them, guys, hop on there. You'll find something there. I guarantee you're definitely interested in. And there's no better time than the halfway to Black Friday sale and the Black Friday sale. It's where you get the cheapest prices. And man, they give you a lot of stuff for your money. It's totally worth it. I've talked about Vinegar Syndrome now ever since I started my YouTube channel. They are a company that I do love. I have seen them grown since I first bought a few copies of them. Bought a few movies off of eBay just to check them out, see how they were. And from the time I hopped on their website to take my first look at it a few years ago to see where they were at, I think they had like maybe 100, about 200 titles, and to see what they have now, they used to didn't care about slipcovers. And then, they started with, like, I think that was Jack Frost, Demon Wind. I'm sorry, I think the first slipcover they ever done was, like, The Undertaker, maybe. I could be wrong on that. But I really saw how they stepped up their game as in, okay, like, we have great restorations, great supplemental material. We got bonus features that any fan of these films would love. And they do 100% such a great job on that. But to see them really say, okay, like, there's a collector's market for physical media. Let's give them something a little more. Vinegar Syndrome's done it. They have done it. I've listened to numerous podcasts with Vinegar Syndrome. One of my favorite guys that I love to listen to from Vinegar Syndrome is, his name is, I think it's Brad Henderson. I just heard him do his podcast with Just the Disc podcast. Guys, if you got Spotify, anywhere you listen to your podcast, just check out Just the Disc, the interview that he done with Brad Henderson right before the Black Friday sale started. I believe that was the beginning of November. Loved the hell out of it. He was just talking about how great it was to work with Don Coscarelli for Beastmaster. I was telling my buddy Anthony about that so he could check it out. But yeah, guys, I love the hell out of their company. I couldn't say anything bad about them. I've never had a problem. They've always sent me my stuff. I never had anything really fucked up. I did have to contact them once through customer service. And it was basically because I was unfamiliar whenever I first placed my first Black Friday sale with them. It was the first sale I ever done with them and purchased something from their actual site. And I remember it being like 3 weeks later, and I was kind of like, hey, man, like, I ordered like 3 weeks ago. You by any chance know when you're going to send my stuff? And they replied to me. It was like, look, like, we're just going to give you a heads up. Like, we got slammed with a lot of orders. We put out a good bit of stuff, but this is a few man operation, like very, very little people work in that warehouse in their office. So, it's just a couple of guys, like, slinging shit in boxes, getting it out there. They package everything very well. And, but yeah, every box I got from them, good shit, man. Never had anything really fucked up. I know Donato was telling me he bought a copy of Rad and the slipcover was mangled. And I know a lot of people who got that movie, especially whenever they shipped out the halfway to Black Friday shit and everything. So I know they were steadily trying to replace slipcovers for that shit. That probably explains the 250 copies of Rad that they had sitting in the warehouse that didn't have slipcovers on it. They probably had to pull slipcovers off of those to send as the repairs. And whenever those went through, and then that was it. It was kind of like, hey, we only pressed so many copies of this movie and it's gone. So that is unfortunate, though. But that's probably their, I guess that's probably like their biggest popular title too. I mean, I remember when they announced Rat, everybody got fucking crazy about it. I watched the trailer for that movie and everything, and I was just like, that's not really up my alley. But I'm glad everybody who's a big fan of that movie got it though, because everybody says nothing but great things about it, especially the 4K UHD disc. They're like, man, it looks fucking incredible, sounds great. So, but yeah, guys, that Vinegar Syndrome shelf over there is definitely going to be growing. I think, all together so far, I think I got, just in the sales so far, I think I got, is that 23, 24, 25? 24, 25 titles to add to that shelf now. And I got to place another order for that Punk Vacation movie. And I'm probably, since I'm going to do that, I might as well throw a few more titles in the box. I'm going to see what I got to play with a little bit because I already spent way too much fucking money. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching the video and everything. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're at 55 minutes, and this is a pretty long video. But guys, I hope you got to get in there and participate in the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale. I know my boys, Alan, Donato, they got to jump in and grab some really cool stuff. Donato was showing me his order, and I saw where he had ordered the Volume 1 and Volume 2 Gialli set, and I just kind of completely forgot about that first Gialli set. And I knew they had just announced the Volume 2 set, and I know everybody's very excited about it. You know, they just announced that they have plenty of those left and all that, so I don't have to worry about that selling out. But however, when I look back at Volume 1, I was telling Donato, I was just keeping him updated. I'm like, dude, I'm getting kind of nervous, man. Like, I think that thing's probably going to sell out before I get it. You know, it's probably not going to make it past the sale. Like, if I'm going to order it, I might want to end up jumping on it. He was like, dude, fucking go for it. It's $35, man. Just fucking grab it. I did. I went ahead and grabbed it, and no shit. I'll look back at it maybe 5-6 minutes later. It was gone. Completely sold out. I was like, damn, man. Thanks for urging me to pick up that fucking box, because I would have missed out on it. Been like, damn, I should have grabbed it. I did the same. I fucked up during the halfway to Black Friday sale. I was looking. I placed one of my big orders, and I was looking at the Angel collection, and I was like, you know what? For like $30-$35, that's not a bad price. There's 3 movies in it. You know, fucking that box looks cool as hell. That's gonna be a nice collector's piece, especially something nice to display on the shelf. And I was like, well, I'll look at it I'll look at it tomorrow or something. I'll come back to it. If it's still there, I'll grab it. And me just kind of expecting it to still be there. I went back the next day and looked at that shit, and it was gone. I went on the eBay right quick, and I was like, well, let me try to grab one on eBay or somewhere else really quick. Maybe I can get it for a decent price. There's motherfuckers on eBay already wanting like $120 for that box. And I was like, fuck. I could have just paid $35 for it and been done, but my ass waited too damn long. So I didn't want to make that same mistake again. I am going to have to get that box set sooner or later. I'm just going to have to find somebody who wants to sell it or trade it for something decent, you know, decent price. Because I don't want to pay $200 for that fucking box set. Like I said, guys, there's 3 movies in there. I don't know dick about them. I would like to check them out. If anything, I'll watch them on Tubi or something and see if it's worth, you know, fucking paying extremely above retail for it. But, because, guys, I hate doing that shit. I hate going over to my shelf looking at a title and being like, well, I mean, when they put this out, it was like $20 or $30, but my ass had to pay like $100 for it. That's always kind of like, I'm glad I got it, but fuck, I hate that I had to pay over so much retail. But yeah, guys, that Vinegar Syndrome shelf is definitely growing. This year, I was very fortunate enough to do the halfway to Black Friday sale, like I was telling you guys about. I think I spent like about $340 when I got done. That was a big box. That's my very first video on here on this channel. If you guys want to go back and take a look at that video, I pulled some great shit out of that box. I've watched a few of them since then. Some really cool movies, but then there's still a bunch in that box that I got for the halfway to Black Friday sale I haven't even fucking watched yet. Let me see. My good buddy Ross, he had a copy of Demon Wind with the lenticular slipcover. That shit goes for stupid money on eBay. And he was just nice enough to be like, you know what, dude, like, I'm wanting to, like, put some funds together to buy some wrestling figures and shit like that. I'll sell you my copy. And I jumped on it immediately. He knew I wanted it. And me and him worked out a really good deal on that. So, Ross, thank you so much, man, if you're watching this. And Donato, I talked Donato into buying Luther the Geek. Luther the Geek is a older release from Vinegar Syndrome. They did print up a brand new slipcover for it. I believe that was last could have been 2019 Black Friday or 2019 halfway to Black Friday. I forgot which one it was, but I bought that movie. I bought my copy with the slipcover for Black Friday 2019. Watched that fucking movie. Fell in love. I probably watched that movie at least 6 times by now. I love it more and more every time I fucking see it. I cannot believe that's a Troma film. It's so good. It's so fucking bad it's good. I love everything about that movie, but Donato pulled the trigger on that. Donato, you are the fucking man, sir, for buying that. I'm just trying to think, is there anything I'm kind of fucking leaving out? I did just watch Party Line the other night with my wife. Loved the hell out of that movie. That was great. Right before the Black Friday sale took place a couple of days, I hopped on eBay and I bought 2 releases from Vinegar Syndrome. They just released, I believe it was like September or their October pack. and that was Who Done It, which is known as Island of Blood. It's also known as Island of Blood and Rest in Pieces. I have both those sitting on the shelf. I just haven't had a chance yet to watch them because I just got them in. Got a really good price on eBay for those, so I went ahead and pulled it since I had the slipcover with it. And so, yeah, guys, that's all I can really think about. I know we're 1 hour now, so guys, I'm going to call at it. At least I had an hour to come back here and hang out with you guys, shoot a video. I understand if you don't want to watch this video all in one shot, break that shit up in increments if you want to. I know I kind of held one of the biggest things that I'm excited for off to the very end, and that was Vinegar Syndrome. I just didn't want to open up with that and then be like, okay, like, dude, this fucking dude's video is an hour long, and he spent like the first 30 minutes talking about Vinegar Syndrome. But I love their company. I hope all you guys get a chance to get in there and get some stuff from them, check them out. Even if it's just one or two things, try to get some good prices on it. If there's any time that you want to save some money and check something out that you never checked out before, this is the time to do it. Especially, and it helps Vinegar Syndrome to, support the hell out of that company. I'm telling you that, shoot, I can only imagine the amount of money that has rolled into their bank account in the past 2 or 3 days. It started Friday morning at 12:01 a.m. and it's now Sunday night, so we got what is that? About 30 hours left in this sale, and it's going to be done. So yeah, guys, unfortunately, I do have to get back in there and place another order. But I'm sure when that box finally does get here, it'll be all worth it. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that comment section up, and I'll hit you back. Love communicating with all you guys. Cody, Donato, Alan, Anthony. I talk to you guys on a daily basis. Love the hell out of you. Anthony, I know today's your birthday, bud, so happy birthday to you, man. Hope you have a good one. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving with their families. Especially with this fucking year between COVID, election, and all this other shit going on that just seems to either keep segregating us and dividing us. Hopefully everybody's pulling through so far this year, and hopefully you got to spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and catch them on some good shit. But anyway, guys, before I go to fucking, I can't believe I should have started my video for this. Ryan Martell, a good buddy of mine. He has a podcast. Him and his buddy Cagney made a movie, and they put it up on YouTube. I just watched that last night. Shit, man. Ryan, if you're watching this, man, thank you so much for putting that movie up on there. They were just going to leave it up, I think, from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. They were just going to leave it up for 3 hours. It's about like a 35-minute movie. And I'm telling you, I watched that bitch 3 times last night. Love that shit. Laughing my ass off. Guys, please, if you get a chance, look up Ryan Martell, Movie Madness, Martell's Movie Madness. Go check that out. He says he's going to leave it up for 24 hours. Hopefully this video will get uploaded by then. You guys can have time to go check it out. I promise you, that shit is fucking funny. If you have a great sense of humor, you got an open mind, you'll love the hell out of it. So Ryan, dude, I definitely want to give you a big shout out, man. Thanks for being a supporter too, man. I'll always watch your Horror Pack unboxing videos, even though I'm getting the same shit you're getting. I love the hell out of your personality, man. You're a cool fucking dude, man. If the world had 3 or 4 more like you, it'd be a better world, man. But yeah, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, stay safe and be careful.